We know what it looks like when somebody is attacked. We know what it looks like when somebody is being attacked for things that they say. We've seen the censorship go absolutely haywire. We've also seen the kicking off of platforms, and we've seen this actually with Kanye West. He's not the first person this has happened to. He's not the only person this has happened to, and he won't be the last person that this happens to. When you get out of the narrative, when you get out of line of what the media and what the powers that be want you to say, you become a target. But you have to look at what they're not saying. There's very, very, very valid points of things that he says, he's said, and he continues to say. For him speaking out of line, we see that the Floyd family files this lawsuit of $250 million, okay? Not that Kanye can't pay that. Kanye's a billionaire. We see that they always attack the finances, they attack your character, and eventually they attack your entire career. They are a certain group of people that he calls Jews that own and control so many various aspects of entertainment. And we know that to be the truth from so many different various sources. And also, I mean, this isn't stuff that is hidden. You can just look up the names of these people who own these companies, who own these record labels, who own these media corporations, and it boils back down to exactly what Kanye's saying. Are those comments anti-Semitic? No, there's nothing anti-Semitic about saying that this person or these people own this or own that. That is not an anti-Semitic thing. But of course, when you are in the media has really done a great job and able to flip stories and flip words that people say and then use that against them. It's called spinning stories, basically. If we go ahead and we shift over to his mental state, I mean, the man is married Kim Kardashian. I would probably lose my damn mind too if I was married to something like that. Personally, I would never mess with a Kardashian. I'm sorry. That's one of the things that really made me wonder about Kanye's decisions, because I mean, for me, it's like a trigger. As soon as I hear Kardashian, I think, ugh, gross. No, please go away. I can't do it. Like anything they're involved in, I just don't want any parts of it. To me, insane is like, you know, you're going around Skid Row stabbing people with, you know, toothbrushes. It's traumatic. You know, do you really know who owns what? Do you really know who controls what? This is something I think to keep in mind, is that a lot of these people in Hollywood and in the music industry, the movie industry, and all these different industries, they know things that we don't know, and they see things that we don't see. You know, Cat Williams was doing a stand-up, and he was talking about how, you know, you go to these mansion parties and you see things that, you know, you're in people and doing things that don't equate to your mind and what you think you should be seeing. So there are lots and have been lots of crazy stuff going on in these circles that we don't know about. Well, I mean, unless you do your research, obviously. But my point is, when you talk about Jews, this has become taboo and something that is not meant to be brought up because they don't want you to know or to speak about it. So Kanye is being targeted because of that specific thing that he brought up. But other than that, you can say anything about black people all day. You can say anything about Asians and Indians and whites, especially whites. Oh my God, you can hate on them for anything. If they tie their shoe, you get the point. This is what landed Kanye, quote unquote, in hot water, is the fact that he brought up Jews specifically. And he even dropped a couple of names. Yay, yay, yay. Yay. I'm excited. It seems to me like people are actually starting to listen more than judge. When you start off with the White Lives Matter shirt, white lives do matter. All life matters. But the division tactic that's being used by the media and these organizations is they want division so much. So if you were to wear a Black Lives Matter shirt, totally fine, right? Totally fine. Doesn't matter what your ethnicity, what your race is, none of that. But if you put on a White Lives Matter shirt, now it automatically becomes attached to white supremacy, which makes no sense. And I think one of the things I want to boil that down to is you have to look at who's telling you what means what and what is what. And this is kind of like what Kanye is talking about. He's talking about how in these circles there are a specific group of people that are controlling narratives, and they're controlling the media, and they're controlling the music, and they're controlling what music you hear, and they're controlling what media that you see. If you don't go and hunt and get your own food, somebody's getting the food for you, and they're packaging it up, and you go and you buy it in stores. So you're actually not getting the information from the source. And in that analogy, you're not getting the food from its source, right? It's going through a process and all this. When you're looking at Ye, formerly known as Kanye, if you want to look at certain things like the validity of what he's saying, I mean, I can go ahead and toss a couple of, info up here for you. Look into the music industry yourself. Look into the movie industry yourself. When it came to the Me Too movement, what do we see? Harvey Weinstein was outed, but he was really caught, but he was outed. And if you think Harvey Weinstein is the only one, oh, you're highly mistaken, because there's so many that have been involved in abuse of all kinds, and also with women and children. Whether you're looking at their ethnicity or religion, whatever the case may be, all I'm going to say about that is that a lot of stuff is linked. So do some thinking. Ye's not crazy.